Today, we honor a gentleman who doesn't talk about himself very much, which is why it took internet research and meetings with his wife, Judy, just to find out a few of the things he's accomplished. We quickly realized that if we were to try to list all the things Rabbi Arnold Task has done in his lifetime of service, we would get out of here at approximately July. So we've decided to narrow it down a bit and give you a snapshot of some of the things Rabbi Task has done to make our world a better place and to be the perfect recipient of the first Lifetime of Service Award from the Alexandria Human Relations Commission. Okay, maybe we went back a little far here, but we couldn't resist this picture. Arnie was married nearly 60 years ago to his sweetheart, Judy. That life event, together with his ordination as rabbi in 1958, set him onto a path that would make the world a better place, starting in Newport News, Virginia. His service in Newport News included President of the Peninsula Family Services and Travelers Aid, and a commitment to the Peninsula Council on Aging, and it earned him such honors as the Newport News Distinguished Merit Citation, the Distinguished Merit Citation from the National Conference of the Brotherhood of Christians and Jews, the Distinguished Service Award from the Hampton Road Jaycees, and Young Man of the Year from the Jaycees. There's a recurring theme in Rabbi Task's lifetime of service. It's education, helping people learn more about the world they're a part of, its history, its challenges, and its opportunities. This education theme led him to a position at Greensboro College in North Carolina, where he served 17 years as adjunct professor in the Department of Religion and Philosophy. An amazing opportunity to teach others about history came as Rabbi Task was appointed to the North Carolina Council on the Holocaust by Governor Jim Hunt in 1982. He was made co-chair in 1988. He took the opportunity to educate the public further as he worked on a project to interview survivors of the Holocaust, and the production won an award in the International Film and TV Festival of New York in 1986. If we don't hurry through some of his achievements in North Carolina, we'll never get to Louisiana. So let's just note a few. Chairman of the Guilford County Commission on the Needs of Children in Greensboro, Chairman of Greensboro Family Services, American Red Cross Board, and he was interviewed as part of the Greensboro Civil Rights Oral History Collection, where his words remain online today, giving a history of the progression of civil rights in Greensboro during his time there. He shared history as he worked to coordinate the Anne Frank traveling exhibit. He had dinner at the White House, received the Distinguished Service Award from the Greensboro Kiwanis Club, and accepted the North Carolina Human Relations Citizen Award presented by Governor James Martin. Did we mention the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce Human Rights Award or the Carolina Peacemaker Award for Humanitarian Contributions? And he also received the Levi Coffin Award in 1982 for leadership in human rights, human relations, and human resources development in Greensboro, North Carolina. And finally, in 1989, we got Rabbi Task here at Alexandria, Louisiana. And we thought he had done a lot before? He jumped back into his education theme as faculty of St. Leo's College's Military Education Program at England Air Force Base. And he continued sharing educational programs, even once that establishment closed. He's been an educator at all levels, from high school to college to community forums. He's offered his assistance to the military in various roles, including Vice President for Military Affairs of the Central Louisiana Chamber of Commerce. He was even a part of the program to bid farewell to the Air Force Base. Rabbi Task was invited in 1999 to discuss the Holocaust and share his experiences with American troops stationed throughout Germany. He urged the troops to help avoid a recurrence of that kind of ethnic hatred. As he reminded them, "We're right in the heart of history here." His further involvement in Central Louisiana has included Chairman of the State of Louisiana Region 6 Behavioral Health Advisory Council, President Central Louisiana Ministers Association, Family Counseling Agency, one of the founders of the Louisiana Maneuvers and Military Museum, and he's continued the relationship he started with the Rotary Club back around 1962. The Central Louisiana Community Foundation actually came from an idea that Rabbi Task brought with him from North Carolina and led to his role as president in 2008 through 9. He never got bored. Instead, he joined boards, like the United Way Board of Directors, where we see him modeling the latest United Way fashions in a photo we found on Facebook. Additionally, he's worked with the Renaissance Home and the Alexandria VA Medical Center, who presented him with the Trailblazer Award. He was chair of the Alexandria Human Relations Task Force and served on the Human Rights Committee of Pinecrest Developmental Services Center. He's been commended by organizations such as Shepherd Ministries and received an award from the State of Louisiana Insurance Commission, as well as being honored with the State of Louisiana Legacy of Achievement Award. He played a vital role in the series of interfaith dialogues that were held in Alexandria, focusing on common connections, as well as the perspectives of the different faiths represented in our area. And he's been honored many times, including this great article titled, "A Really Decent Human Being." Upon his decision to retire, he was honored by the cities of Alexandria and Pineville, as well as the Rapides Parish Police Jury, for his outstanding contributions to our communities. But retirement didn't slow him down. It just allowed him to shift his focus a bit, like taking the work he was already doing as the first chairman of the City of Alexandria Human Relations Commission to a whole new level. Already completed is the realization of the Alexandria Holocaust Memorial. The memorial was dedicated on November 10, 2013, and before it was even complete, he had begun work on the upcoming Alexandria Civil Rights Memorial Park. Yes, his legacy continues in the development of this park, dedicated to the mission to honor Martin Luther King Jr. and local leaders who made significant contributions in the causes of civil rights, equality, and justice by creating a memorial park that allows for learning, reflection, and renewal. And so, that lifetime of service has continued right on through his working years and his retirement years. Although we're quite sure that bride of his would love to see him be a little more retiring. After all, they have another celebration coming up in September with their 60th wedding anniversary, and there have been a lot of developments that they can now enjoy in his retirement years. And no, that's not a new fashion. That's their 2013 pilgrimage to Bethlehem. Basically, what all of this means is that throughout his life, Rabbi Arnold Task has worked to educate people so they don't repeat the mistakes of history and to bridge gaps and help communities and individuals connect on a human level and to make us all smile by being a really decent human being. And for that, today, we honor Rabbi Arnold Task with the Alexandria Human Relations Commission's first Lifetime of Service Award.